We've talked extensively about the Dodger problems. A year ago this week, doubting Thomas that I was, the Dodgers had so many surgeries to so many starting pitchers that they had more bullpen days than they had guys in the rotation, and they got a ring. It was absolutely amazing. This year, the topic of conversation is what's happening out there in the outfield in the bullpen. The Dodgers, as of this hour, have 25 blown saves from the relievers. The Dodger relievers have accounted for 31 losses this season, and yet the Dodgers are still in first place. We had back-to-back games against the Phillies where the Dodger bullpen gave up 14 runs in 8 innings. I mean, it's staggering the way that situation is. So you tell me who's to blame. Is it on Dave Roberts for handling, mishandling, whom he uses, when he uses, how many times he uses them? Or is it on Andrew Friedman, the president of baseball operations, who had the chance, with all the great players in the farm system, to make a significant deal to get another closer and did not do it? I mean, it's absolutely staggering. Look at the ERAs of the lead guys in the Dodger bullpen and tell me you're not freaked out if you're a Dodger Blue fan. Justin Wrobleski, who has pitched well in spurts but has not pitched well lately, he's got the best ERA of, quote, the group of closers at 4.52, and that is not acceptable. Blake Treinen, a lot of physical woes. Look at that ERA. Walks people, gives up base hits. Tanner Scott has lost his ability to get people out. And that's hard to say because he found himself here in San Diego last year. That's a $72 million investment with a guy that's got an ERA of 4.82. Brock Stewart, who was the acquisition of the trade deadline despite multiple shoulder problems, is not even there right now. He's in Oklahoma City rehab trying to pitch his way back. But look at his bloated ERA. And once upon a time, this guy had rallied his career for multiple surgeries, and he was really impressive. A chunk of it with the Padres, but not any longer. I don't know how Kirby Yates stays on the roster. Look at his ERA of 5.18. And then the other two names at the bottom, they're out. Evan Phillips has not pitched at all this year. Surgeries. Michael Kopech had surgeries, and then he had knee surgery, and he's not back, and he can't find home plate despite the velocity. I've never seen anything like this. So I guess the question I'm posing, is it that guy's fault on the left, Andrew Friedman, for not making the correct deal at the deadline to go get a closer when a bunch of them were available? Or is it Dave Roberts, the manager's fault, when he makes the call to the bullpen? Now, let me make one other comment about that group. Don't take that off the screen.
I won't. No, it's all there.
Did you watch the Dodger game last night against the Phillies? Did you see the incident with Blake Snell on the mound in the 7th inning?
Yeah.
Now, Blake Snell pitched really well.
Yeah, he did.
Blake Snell had 12 strikeouts. Got himself in jams in the 7th. Pitch count was 110. Dave Roberts walked to the mound. He was going to pull him. And as Dave Roberts crossed the first base line, headed to the mound, Blake Snell shook his head. And then he said, no, my game. Let me finish this. He talked Dave Roberts down. He talked Dave Roberts out of pulling him. Snell went out and got the final out of the inning. Dodgers went on to finally beat Philadelphia. That was pretty ballsy of Blake Snell to do that to a pretty highly regarded, successful manager in Dave Roberts. However, there's history. I just want you to pay attention to this. Blake Snell paid attention to Dodger history in the last 3 weeks. Tyler Glasnow struck out 11 in one game, 12 in another game, left with the lead in both games, and the bullpen blew it.
Right.
Yash Yamamoto had a no-hitter into the 9th in one game, was pulled. Had a one-hitter in the second game, was pulled. Dodgers lost both those games, despite what Yamamoto did. Ohtani, 5 no-hit innings the other night. They took him out on pitch count. What did bullpen do? Blew it. Emmett Sheehan, 5 innings, 1 hit allowed. He came out of the game, pitch limit. Bullpen blew it. So I can understand Blake Snell going, no.
Right.
My game. So that's all things Dodger baseball. My impressions, is it on Friedman or is it on Roberts? Is this going to be fatal to the Dodgers' postseason hopes? Or are we just overreacting? I'll be interested to see what the fans have to say. Fans forum chat box is open. Dodger Blue fans jump on board. You blame either one of these guys? Is it going to kill the Dodgers at the end? And John Riley says,
yeah, I'm just looking at that list. And, well, you know, Dave Roberts has been accused of having bad timing decisions on when he goes to the bullpen. I think especially in the postseason, he's either too quick to pull the trigger or he's too late to pull a pitcher out. But here, I mean, who are your options? I mean, you don't have, it's not like you got 4 or 5 guys you can count on. So I don't blame Blake Snell for saying, hell no, man, I'm going to finish this thing. I'm surprised Blake didn't demand to go the full 9 innings. Well, he was at 110 pitches, so maybe not. But, you know, I would imagine that in the clubhouse behind closed doors, there's got to be a little bit of friction, you know, between the starters and the bullpen. Even if no words are said, you know, these guys are probably looking over their shoulder.
I think there's got to be a lot of unease.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing everything. But that being said, the guys are still in first place.
That's what's so unbelievable.
Yeah.
They win in spite of themselves because they're so loaded.
Yep. So
did you see Tanner Scott's quote? He goes, "Baseball hates me right now."
Yeah. Yes, they do. And it's hard to believe that he has lost his ability to locate his pitches. I mean, he's getting lit. He's given up 12 home runs this season. So you're a Dodger fan. That's the lead story at this hour. Is this going to be fatal to them going to postseason? Because we've lived through this the entire second half of the season, what this bullpen has done. So do you blame Friedman, or is this on Dave Roberts? Or is it just baseball situations that exist?